Back to the daily grind. The channel's getting false flagged by triggered trolls, so make sure you subscribe to the new channel. Let's get to the MMA news.
Oh my Lord. Khabib Nurmagomedov's manager just came out. She blasted Tony Ferguson. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen to this. This is what Khabib's manager had to say. I gotta read this before I do any talking because this shit is hilarious. He said, "I'm so blessed to be part of my brother Khabib's journey. Every other fighter would complain, whine, and cry. We wanted to fight in November or December with Tony Ferguson, but the UFC needed a main event for October. They have a business to run as we do, and we do as well. Tony jumped on it. He could have waited for November. I'm not saying Kevin Lee is an easier matchup. I believe he's a great fighter, but Tony knows his chances with Khabib are 0 to none. Everyone says I'm just a manager and I shouldn't be talking, but everyone I work with, we train, sweat, and bleed together, especially Khabib, who's a personal friend, close to my children and family. That being said, fuck Tony Ferguson." Oh, that was the best part. That was the best part. I got some shit. I disagree with some shit in the middle, but whenever I read that being said, fuck Tony Ferguson. I love it. I fucking love it. Whoever this dude is, it's my fucking dude. He said, one more time. That being said, fuck Tony Ferguson. Okay. Comedy aside, I just don't, I agree with the part where he said the UFC has a business to run and they needed a main event for October. So, with that being said, you said, what was Tony Ferguson supposed to do? Tell the UFC, no, I know you need a main event for, UFC 216, but I'm waiting for Khabib. Tony Ferguson doesn't give a fuck who he fights. He wants the title. If you're telling me I can fight for the title on tomorrow, I want the fight tomorrow. It doesn't matter who it's against. Tony Ferguson would have fought Michael Johnson at UFC 209 if they would have put the title on the line. It's got nothing to... So whenever he says, Tony Ferguson waited for November, well, that could have ruined his relationship with the UFC. If the UFC says, hey, man, Khabib's not going to be ready till November or December, but I tell you what, I know you're pissed off, or we need a fight for October. We're going to let you fight Kevin Lee. Winner gets Conor. What is he supposed to do? Wait on Khabib till November or December? What if Khabib misses weight in November or December? What then? Then he just missed his fucking interim title shot versus Kevin Lee with with his meal ticket to Conor McGregor. His fight to Conor McGregor. He take that fucking title. That's the difference here. Tony Ferguson will take that title shot any fucking minute he can get it. If you say, all right, Tony, the only time you can get the title shot is tomorrow in 2 days versus a guy you've never heard of, okay, I'm fighting. The only way you get the interim title shot is if you fight Edson Barboza in 3 days' notice. Okay, I'm fighting. That's Tony Ferguson. Hey, Khabib, I tell you what, we'll give you 2 months. We told you we'd give you 3 months, but we really need a main event. This is our company and all. We really need a main event for October. So I tell you what, we'll give you a title fight in October. That's 2 months from now. How about it? How about no? What? I mean, come on. So for his manager to be coming out and saying that this is somehow Tony Ferguson's fault, I just disagree. How the fuck is this Tony Ferguson's fault? Tony Ferguson has had to wait since fucking for God knows how long to get his interim title shot. He's on a 9-fight, 10-fight winning streak, and he's been having to be on ice to get his title shot, waiting on Khabib to heal up, waiting on Khabib's, Ramadan, waiting on Khabib to finish his tiramisu, so how the fuck is this Tony Ferguson's fault? If Khabib's team is pissed, they should probably be pissed at the UFC, who's offering Tony Ferguson the fight in October instead of waiting on Khabib. I mean, with that being said, fuck Tony Ferguson. I'm just fucking around. That was so good at the end. That was so good. I fucks with Tony. It ain't fuck Tony Ferguson. I fucks with Tony Ferguson, dog. This ain't Tony Ferguson's fault. I mean, I understand what he said. He said they have a business to run and we do as well. What is your business, Khabib? I mean, so what are you saying? I just don't, I'm still not comfortable with why can't you fight in October? They said it was because of a surgery, but if he's already training hard today, I know my boy Aaron Burrell, he's a big Khabib fan, and he said he's seen a video of Khabib smashing the pads recently. So if he's already training today, why can't he be ready for October? I don't get that. That's a month and a half from now is October. I mean, well, why can't you fight then if you can fight in November and December? If you're already smashing the pads, that gives you 2 months from now to get an interim title shot. Winner fights Conor, and you're about to turn down. He's literally about to turn down a huge opportunity here. Huge opportunity here. Any other fighter would be stupid to turn down this opportunity. I know Khabib has a huge fan following. That's why I'm trying to be nice about this. I'm being objective. But just being objective here, how does this make sense? I'm trying to figure it out. This is a huge opportunity. I don't know. I can't overstate that. Winner fights Conor McGregor. You know what that means? Winner hits the lottery. You're about to turn that down. You could get a motherfucker that weighs 10 pounds down. I guarantee you. Any featherweight will come up 10 pounds to fight Tony Ferguson on October to take Khabib's spot. Any lightweight will take Khabib's. Anybody that wants it will take this opportunity that Khabib's turning down. You could get Max Holloway. Jose Aldo, coming off of a loss, will come up 10 pounds on 2 months' notice. Well, maybe not. Jose Aldo had, but it's 2 months' notice. It's not as short notice as before. But at this point in Jose Aldo's career, I believe even Jose Aldo would come up for this opportunity. Fight Tony Ferguson. If you win, you fight Conor McGregor. We getting been that money. We getting been that money. So, that being said, fuck Tony Ferguson. Oh, my dude. Oh, that's the best way to end this because he's a smart guy. He must have known he was saying some bullshit. He had to fucking finish that off with a cherry on top. I'm going to read it one last time and get out of here. He said, I'm so blessed to be a part of my brother Khabib's journey. Every other fighter would complain and whine and cry. We wanted to fight in November or December with Tony Ferguson, but the UFC needed a main event in October. The UFC needed a main event in October, not Tony Ferguson. So that's the UFC. They have a business to run, and we do as well. Tony jumped on it. He could have waited for November. Wait on somebody who's pulled out of the fight before. You want him to wait on you, even though you've pulled out of a fight before. He's already missed his title opportunity before. The UFC showed him they wouldn't just give him a title shot versus just anybody. The UFC wouldn't give him a title shot versus Michael Johnson whenever Khabib pulled out. They tried to wait on Khabib. Now that they're offering him a title shot, he's got to take that while he can get it. This is his opportunity. He's got to seize the moment. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better do. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Tony Ferguson is not wrong for not waiting on Khabib at all. So that's, to me, that you can't put this on Tony Ferguson at all. No, you can't say he's scared. You can't say he's running. You can't say he's dodging. And this is what I'm going to continue. I'm not saying Kevin Lee is an easier matchup. I believe he's a great fighter, but Tony knows his chances with Khabib are 0 to none. I mean, you're his manager. You're supposed to say that. And you said you're not saying Kevin Lee is an easier matchup. You should be, right? If you're team Khabib and he's saying he has 0 chance versus fucking Khabib, what are you saying? He has 0 chance versus Kevin Lee as well? Because you just said Khabib is not, and Kevin Lee is not an easier matchup than Khabib. So, what are you saying? He doesn't have a chance versus either one of them? I mean, okay, I'm not even going to read this whole thing, but you get the point. That being said, fuck Tony Ferguson. That's how he ended it. That's all I needed to get to. It is what it is, man. I'm fucking flooding. I'm flooding the motherfucking channel with content this weekend. You're probably going to wake up to about 3-4 motherfucking videos and shit. Actually, this one's going to be out after those. So that was last night. You motherfuckers know what the fuck I'm talking about already then. It is what it is. Let me know what the fuck you tell me in the comments, dude. A farmer in a field with his cows counted 196 of them. But when he rounded them up, he had 200.